They say, don't they, that where's that thing you lost? It's always in the last place you looked. It's also true for your issues, your problems, and your fears. In today's video, we're going to talk about why that is and how to resolve it. Hi, I'm Christopher Paul Jones, the breakthrough expert. Now, very often, and this happened a lot recently, when I talk to people, they can often say one of two things. So say they've come for a consultation. They'll say something like, I saw this counsellor and they wanted to talk about my childhood. It's like, okay. Or, I don't want to explore such and such when I come and work with you. And my question is always, well, what's that about? Now, very often I'll get a reaction along the lines of, because I've dealt with that part of my life. I've dealt with it. It's over. And it's like, well, that may be true if you went, I've dealt with it. So I think, I'll maybe just be wasting some time, exploring the wrong area. But that's a very different energy that, no, can't look there. It's done. I don't want to look at that. But if there's tension, if there's fear or aggression associated with it, then you may have worked on it. You may have solved a lot of things, but there's still something in there that's causing worry or fear. And that something may well be the answer, because it's a place you won't look, you won't shine a light on it, and it actually may be where the issue lies. So the analogy I heard recently is like, imagine going to the doctors. Don't look at the ankle, don't work on the ankle, that's where the pain is. And it's like, well, no, that's the one place we need to look. And it's the same with the mind. What's the area, what's the history, what's a point in your life, the divorce, the childhood, whatever, that's causing you some level of emotion about it, some pain, but not physically, maybe mentally. So my mentor used to say, what's the one question you don't want to be asked today? Or what's the one area you don't want to go to? And then when someone says something like, my marriage, my childhood, school, that person has just told you their biggest pain point, and probably the area that if they were willing to work on, when they do the various processes, take out the emotional charge and change their perception, it's probably going to give them the biggest change. A quick exercise to do yourself is to ask yourself that question. What's the one area I'm not willing to look at? What's the one area that would scare me to explore? What's the one area that I'm avoiding looking at? And that will tell you that at least there's some pain there. And even if you think your issue is very specific, like a fear of flying, fear of spiders, fear of public speaking, while it could be centered, the triggers can be very specific, like a bad experience when flying, spiders, etc. It can also be a byproduct of a more general anxiety pattern, in which case you may find that there could be all sorts of triggers that are at least contributing to that. And it may be holding you back in other ways. So it's worth asking yourself that question. It's worth exploring around that. What's the one thing I don't want to be asked? What's the one area I don't want to look at? And notice, when you ask yourself that question, what comes up for you? What does it bring up? And that's the starting place, or can be, for letting go. And then you can practice some of the other exercises for actually reducing the emotions from those things that I have around. And I also have it in the various products in the shop. And of course, if you need more personal help, do get in touch one-to-one. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share. Please leave a comment below. Let me know how you get on. Love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm Christopher Paul Jones.